So I'm going to take you through the Clips app, and I'm going to show you how to use it in order to make a LinkedIn video. So the first thing you want to do is, it should be on your phone. If you, on your phone or your iPad, it is an iOS device. If you don't have Apple, this is not for you. So that's kind of sad, but that's true. If you don't have it on your phone, then just go and download it from the Apple Store. It doesn't cost anything, so that's kind of great to know. You open it up, and it immediately wants to take your picture. It's in camera mode, and it's ready to go. And the nice thing about Clips is, let's see if I can do that so it's against a white screen as opposed to any other background on it. So here it's ready to take a picture. So if I want to start, I just hit the red button and away it starts recording. But I want to walk you through a couple of different things first, just so that you kind of have some idea of how it's all navigated before we begin taking the video. So you come in here and you can start, you can go back to an old project, new project. So I'm actually going to just say creating a brand new project from scratch. And the nice thing about Clips is that you're able to take a series of different videos and video segments and put it all together, and it will make one nice video for you. So that's kind of cool, so that you don't have to memorize a whole script. If you just wanted to do it a line at a time, that's okay. You can just take one little video, first line, one little video, the second line. You could take a picture of yourself talking, and then you could turn it around and you could show where you are, all sorts of different things. So just know that you can do one long video or several different videos, and you can actually even include photographs, which is kind of cool. You can bring those in, although it's kind of weird because you have to record your photographs. So that's kind of strange. But anyways, let's go through it. So you come in here and you have the camera. Library would be if you want to get to the library of your photos and your videos. Posters is a whole different thing. We're just not going to go with that. We're going to just do a basic thing today. So I'm not going to get into posters and scenes and music and all sorts of special effects. Just want to do the standard things that you would want to do for a LinkedIn video. So you come in here, you kind of know what you want to talk about. And if you want to start recording, what you would do is the big red button that's in the middle, you could click on it and hold, or it's actually more convenient to click on it and slide it up, and that kind of locks the recording. So that's a good idea. And of course, I can be recording myself. Right now I have the camera towards me. If I click the other way, you can see that there's my dog on a chair. And so you can have the camera going towards you or away from you, either way. So I'm going to just do one as if I was doing a video for LinkedIn Live. So I'm going to go ahead and push the red button, and then I'm going to push up, and you'll see that that locks the recording on. And so I'll just do a couple minutes of video. So push the red button and lock up. So hello. Hi, my name is Jillian Whitney, and I am doing a short little blurb of a video on LinkedIn today, just to give a test and show people how this is done. Thanks. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a second clip now, just so that you can see how they can go together. So for this one, I'll just go ahead and tap the reverse camera. So there's my poor dog. I can zoom in, which is kind of cool. So there's my dog. She's just trying to get comfortable. So I'm going to hit to go. So there's my dog. I've zoomed in. She's trying to get comfortable on her chair. She's not doing very much, just yawning, and that's that. Okay. So now if I look down at the bottom, so we'll come back to me. If we look down at the bottom, you'll see a little timeline, and here's the first clip. So there I am. I'm chatting away, and you can't hear it because I'm screen sharing at the same time, so it's a little weird, so you might not necessarily hear the text. And then, of course, there is the second clip. But if I played them together, it seamlessly would go from one clip to the other. There's no space. So literally, if you just kind of did, bit after bit after bit. It would just be one continuous flow. So that's kind of cool. Now, this is probably the best feature of this program, is that it actually, Siri records everything that you do so that you can have live captions at the bottom. So if I go here and I tap, so, okay, I'm going to go back to my clip. So I was talking in this one. If I tap on live titles and I tap on style, right now I have none displaying, but now you can see that if I choose that one, and what's really nice is that there's several different caption styles that I can choose from. So I could choose just the standard black. This one's a little bit different. I think this is throwing all the text up on the screen at once. This next one, I think what it's doing is it's kind of doing a line at a time. Then here you can have it at the top. I wouldn't suggest that. I would always try and put your captions at the bottom because that's where people expect closed captioning. I like this one because it's like the yellow shows up and shows you exactly what word you're on. This is one that comes up from the bottom, and you'll see that there's no black in the background. That's good if you have a lot of contrast, but if you don't have a lot of contrast, I wouldn't suggest that one. This one, it's right over my face, which maybe that's not good for a personal video. That might be a better one to have for a video that you know, you're in the background, or a cooking video, or something along that lines. So anyways, go through here. You can choose which one you want to have. I'm going to just choose the second one. And if I go ahead and hit play, so you see that there's subtitles down at the bottom of the screen. Now, the interesting thing about this is that you can actually edit those titles. So if you go to text, we can see that here, I can change some of this around. So it says the red button and lock up. So I can just kind of go back to the beginning, and I want to have a capital H here. So I can do that and change this. So, you know, for people like me who are picky and they like their subtitles to actually be nice and have commas and periods and whatever. So when I get to my name, I'd like my name to be, oops, should be able to just do a capital G. So, oh, there we go. And then with my last name. So I can go through and like fiddle with all these, make it so that they're all done nice. And then if I want to check it out, I can just hit close, and now we can play. So I'll go back to the beginning. So it's nice that you can go back in and you can edit those. Another nice thing about the Clips app is that you can go through and actually trim a clip. So if I go, I'll go to this one of my dog. So if I click on, tap on the clip button, we see that it's 9 seconds, and I can say, and so if I say, didn't need to go that long, however if I tap on it, then I can shorten it up and just have it to be, you know, as many seconds as I want it to be. I can lop off from the beginning. I can lop off from the end. You can't really cut in the middle, but at least you can say, well, I didn't really want it to go that long. I'll just have it stop there. I can check it out, see if that works. And I might even say, well, I don't need that last bit, go back through. And if I was happy with that, I would just hit apply. And now that clip has been trimmed. So at this point, I've got 2 clips in a row. It's nice. You can move them around. I can do all sorts of different things. I can add in a photo. So that's kind of a cool thing. So if I go to my library, I can scroll through my library and, oh, I don't know, here's tomatoes. have a picture of tomatoes. Now, if I want to add this in, this is not intuitive. This is a little bit strange. But if I wanted to add this photo in, I actually am going to be taking a video of this photo. So I would push down and talk. And so I would, however long I want to have this in. So I can go ahead. So I'm going to go ahead and push this. And I can say, here is some tomatoes that we found at the store. And they came in the shape of a heart. Don't they look cute? So there we go. There's now my tomato clip. And now that tomato is in my picture as well. So I can put that wherever I want. And there we go. Now I have a picture in my clip. So anyways, other things you can get into with this program as well, but for the most part, and if I don't want something, if I want to get rid of those tomatoes now, all I have to do is make sure whichever one I want deleted. So if I say, I don't really want those tomatoes, I just tap the delete button and it deletes that clip and we're done. So now I just have the two videos, goes from one to the other. I have subtitles on both. I like that. So at this point, if I felt I was done, I can just go ahead and click the export, and it would go ahead and I can export the project. I can save the video. I can, put it on social media. So I could put it on Facebook or, text it to people, messenger it to people. But I can also just go ahead and save the video to my phone, and then that way it's now in my photos library. So if I go to my photos library, which should be right here. So if I go to my photos library, there should be my clip. And now if I want, I can go ahead and, that's a terrible picture of me, but anyways, now at this point, I can go ahead and I can airdrop it to myself. I can send it as an email to myself. I like to just put things onto my MacBook, and I don't think I can do that while I'm in the middle of the Zoom, but that's usually what I like to do. Is I like to go ahead and I'll stop sharing. I like to go ahead and put my I like to go ahead and airdrop my videos to myself, and then that way I can upload them to LinkedIn that way. That is the basics on how to use Apple's Clips. It's a cool program. Get in there, just start playing. There's, like I said, there's other things. You can add emojis and text and a whole other things, but I just want to show you the basics of how to get in and how you could do a very sweet and easy video to LinkedIn, Facebook, whatever you want to do. This is great for a short little talking head video. And with social media, you always want to have those captions on the bottom. That is so important. And when you have something like this that will do it instantly for you, and all you have to do is like maybe just do a little bit of cleanup work, that is so cool. You don't have to worry about SRT files or anything like that. It's all done for you. So I hope this helps, and there we go.